For the first time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Fitzpatrick. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Butler. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd and goal, Fitzpatrick. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Gibson is in. Touchdown, Washington. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line.
His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Fighting through at the 25. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play fake. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Again, it's Hunt. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. The kick by Parkey is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Browns Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
They'll run with Gibson.
Fighting through. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Now Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Here's Fitzpatrick. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 30 yards.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 8 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 48 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick.
Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. To throw, Fitzpatrick.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin,
his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man, on the tackle. Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Mayfield to throw it. Going deep here for Landry. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top. It gives you a chance to go make a play.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards on the play. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So these 2 teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The Browns drive about to get started.
And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Now Chubb running right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on it.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run with Hunt on second down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble, and it gets him a first down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
118 yards on the ground for him so far.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
They go with Chubb on second down. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Mayfield. Touchdown, Browns. Rashard Higgins from 8 yards out. And the Browns are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And some space here. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 34 yards there and a first down. Defensively, you give up the big chunk play there on the ground. Now they really have to bow up.
They certainly do, but I know how offensive linemen think. They don't care that the defense is going to bow up. They want to dominate them. They want to get into the end zone first and have the running back follow them. That's how they want to cap off this drive.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
They'll try to run with Gibson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A give running right is Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
It's caught over the middle. Hooper.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Give. This is Chubb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 44, Mayfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead. 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. He's going deep for Brown.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to pour one over his head as this game progresses. I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
A gain of 3, second down. Fitzpatrick.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
121 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First down, Fitzpatrick. This is Butler making the catch. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield. Bryant has it. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Chubb will get the call, running left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run, Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield on the move to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage enough.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 18. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And the kings of the Super Bowl are the Washington football team. They win it, and they will once again possess the Lombardi Trophy. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
This year, just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.